All right, this is going to be a quick tutorial video on navigating my Canvas page. So once you log into Canvas, you will click on the Math 7 course, and this is what you will see. So there are three main parts of this home page that we want to take a look at. So there is this sidebar here. There's this middle section with our unit calendar. And then there's the to-do section over here. The to-do section is helpful because it lists for your student all of the upcoming assignments due for all of their classes, or once they click into a course, the specific course. So this particular student needs to take the N3 and N4 graded homeworks, and they can click the links right there. We're going to first take a look at the unit calendar here. So I have the 6 major units throughout the year. If you click, for example, on the number system unit, which is our first unit for this year, it brings you to the number system unit page. It talks about the overall ICANN statements, what we're going to be learning. There's unit vocabulary, and then there is a week-by-week calendar of what we're doing each day, as well as any homework assignments that might be required. So let's take a look later on in the unit page at some weeks with some typical information and some typical dates. All right, on the unit page, there is a calendar so you can see each day of every week what topic we're covering and whether or not there's homework, when there are quizzes, tests, all that good stuff. So, for example, on this particular Wednesday in week 2, I have a link to N4 because N4, which is subtracting integers, is the topic that we're covering that day. So if you click on that link, it will take you to the standard page, which we'll look at in just a minute. It also tells you that there is practice homework, and practice homework is on paper, so it's either a worksheet or it's out of the workbook. Okay, if we look down at week 3, for example, we see on Tuesday the homework is graded homework. Okay, well, I'll show you that in just a bit, but their graded homework is, it's submitted through the Canvas quiz program. It's a 5-question quiz that they answer, and because it's automatically set up through the Canvas program, it grades it right away, so students get instant feedback. They know right away which questions they got right and which questions they got wrong. So know that even though it's using the quiz portion of Canvas, it is entered into Skyward as a homework score. So for this particular day, there are 2 different homeworks that they would need to submit. And then on Wednesday, you can see that we're having a quiz. So you can see there's a link here, quiz preparation. That will take you to the practice quiz. I have both a plain version, so you can print it out, or on a piece of paper, you can practice answering the quiz questions. And then I have a link to the completed quiz, which is like the answer key. So a great strategy would be to take the practice quiz, correct it using the answer key so that you can get feedback on what you know and what you need to study for the quiz. So these links are all found on the calendar section on the unit page. So if we click on that N4 link to the integer subtraction, you see the standard page. So it has the ICANN statement listed here. There is this notes section. Okay, so I have a PDF that you can download of the completed notes. So especially if your student is absent or if you lose the notes, know that you can always print out a version that is completely filled out. I also have a video of me talking my way through the notes. So that can be another great resource if your student is absent, or if it's been a while and you need to prepare for a retake. You can watch the lesson and it's just like being in class going over the same problems, and you can follow along with the notes for that lesson. The next section is the homework section. So if there's homework assigned, which there usually is, there will be a link. In this case, it's the practice homework link. So it will take you a link to the document. So if you forget the worksheet at home, or if you forget the worksheet at school, know that you can always go on Canvas and print off a new one. On other days, it will take a link to the graded homework, and so it will link straight to the page on Canvas where you submit that graded homework, and we'll see that in a bit. Lastly, in this bottom section here, resources, I have additional videos, websites, sometimes there are practice problems or games that help with that particular topic. These resources are usually not created by me, but they're helpful resources for that topic. So especially if you watch the video of our lesson and you're still not quite getting it, it can be helpful to watch another video with another teacher with a different perspective. So know that those resources are available. So back here on the unit page with the calendar, if you click on a link for the graded homework assignment, it brings you to a page that looks like this. So this is the N3 graded homework page. There are 5 questions, and there are some instructions here, but you just click the button that says Take the Quiz, and it will bring up a 5-question quiz. And remember, this goes in as a homework score, so it's not an actual quiz, but it brings up 5 questions on that topic. And then after you've answered that last question, you'll just click Submit Quiz at the bottom. And just as a reminder, if there is graded homework due, it will usually show up in the to-do section when your student first logs into Canvas. So for example, they need to take N3 and N4, so the links are right there. So you don't even have to go to the unit calendar page to find the graded homework. So just know that that's an option. So we've navigated using the unit calendar, but there are times when you want to access information and you don't want to look up the date that we cover the topic, so you can navigate using the modules section over here on the sidebar. So if you click on modules, you'll see something that looks like this. So here's the number system unit page that we were just looking at before. And then below it, there are the standard pages for each individual topic. So this was the N4 standard page that we looked at. That's where you find the homework, the notes, the video for the lesson, those resources. And then below that, you can see the graded homework. Okay, so you can access all that information from modules. So if you don't know what date something is, but you know, oh, I need to do the N3 graded homework, you can look through it in modules. This is also helpful when you're going to do a retake or a redo. If you know on the test that you were below mastery on N3, you come in to the unit pages that cover N3, so this one here, and this one here. You can click on those to watch those resources, watch the videos to help you to prepare for the retake. So the modules page is another great way to access information. So if you don't know the date but you know the standard, go to modules. If you know the date, if you know, oh, I'm looking for something from last week but you don't remember the standard, then you can go to that unit page. I also want to point out one other thing. There is this grades section that allows you to see anything that's been submitted on Canvas. So if you want to know what you got on a graded homework, you can look there. But if you want to know your current class grade, please go to Skyward, the district grading program, because that grade includes not just the stuff you submit on Canvas, but also the homework we turn in class activities, and the quizzes and tests that we take in class. So once again, if you want to know what your current class grade is, please check Skyward. Thanks for taking the time to watch this tutorial to learn how to navigate my Canvas page. I really think that it will help you and your student to be successful, to have access to those resources in the calendar. Let me know if there's anything else that you think would be helpful for me to include, or if you ever had trouble navigating. Thanks for watching.